What's cooking, D-Shells? Welcome back to another video, cooking video. Today I am making a Gingerale pound cake. Something similar to an old school pound cake, except it has Gingerale in it, obviously. What you will need to make this cake, you need a large mixing bowl, mixer, of course. You need half a cup of Crisco shortening, 3 cups of flour, need 2 sticks of butter, need 5 eggs, 2½ cups of sugar, 3/4 cups of Gingerale, as you can see, half a teaspoon of salt, and then you need 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 2 teaspoons of lemon flavor. I have lemon extract because I could not find flavor anywhere in the store. I don't know where to find it. So if you know where I can find some, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay. So first things first, you have to preheat the oven 325 degrees, and then you go ahead and coat, you go ahead and coat your pan, whatever pan you're using, with Crisco and flour. Now you can use a pound cake pan, you can use a bundt cake pan, you can use a whatever kind of pan you want to use. I prefer this one because this is all I make all my pound cakes in. Okay, first things first, you have to mix in your Crisco and your butter to make it creamy. Use this measuring spoon to get it out with. And my hands are clean, by the way, so I can use those. So I could have used it in the first place. Boom. Crisco in, check. And then, now you want the butter to be room temperature. Otherwise, you can't make it creamy. Right? Can't use hard or frozen butter to make anything creamy. So 1 stick, and then this is the second one. Man, it's getting all buttery. All right. Yeah. Okay. And then mix it until it is creamy. See how creamy this is? Creamy, nice and smooth. And then once you finish creaming the butter and Crisco together, you want to add in 1 egg at a time. And you want to beat in 1 egg at a time. You don't want to beat them all at once. Beat them 1 egg at a time. Make sure that it is blended together. I said together. Together very well. One down, 4 to go. Okay, Okay, so I have all 5 eggs beat in. Didn't want to bore you all with me beating in eggs one at a time. Okay, so next what you do after you beat in each egg one by one is you add in your 2.5 cups of sugar. Now you can do this gradually or you can do it all at once. But I would prefer to do it gradually just so I can make sure that it all gets mixed up together. Okay, after you do the sugar, the next step is to add in your ginger ale and your 3/4 cups of ginger ale and your 3 cups of flour. And you have to gradually add both in just because you don't want it to get too dry, too lumpy, or you don't want it to not mix well. So what you could do is for every 1/4 that you use of the ginger ale, you can use 1 cup of flour. So here we go, just add in the all-purpose flour. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you that at the beginning. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And then ginger ale. And then you just mix it. Alright, first batch of flour and ginger ale. Alright, so this is what the batter should look like once you finish alternating between the flour and ginger ale, and once you finish adding in the eggs, sugar, and I think that's it. Okay. Alright, so your next step would be to add in your 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring or extract, either one. Just 1, 2, and then lemon flavoring. Like I said, I don't have lemon flavoring. I couldn't find it in the store last night, so I just got some lemon extract. Hopefully it works the same. Alright, and then once you add those in, you want to continue beating for roughly about 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
Alright, D-Chefs. So after 5 minutes of mixing, this is what the batter should look like. It's not too stiff, it's still able to move. But once you finish mixing everything together, scrape the sides of the bowl. And then you want to pour it into your pre-floured cake pan. Whatever you decide to use, it does not necessarily have to be a pound cake pan. It could be, like I said, bundt cake, sheet cake, I don't know how to turn out, but I would prefer to use pound cake pan. There we go. And then once you have it in, you want to kind of shake it around just so it can level out, so it won't be lopsided. Shake it, shake it. And then it'll be just like this. Just like this. Alright, so once you have it shaken and leveled out, you're gonna put it in your preheated 325 degree oven for an hour and a half. Now when you put it in, try to refrain from opening the oven so the cake can cook properly. And then once it finishes, I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Alright, so for the last part of the video, with this recipe, once you take it out of the oven, you have to let it cool for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then you flip it out. This plate too small. Anyway, you flip it out on a plate and then you serve it. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how this is gonna work. I just flip it this way. How about that? And then I'll show you how my cake when I finish. You just flip it like that. Oh wow. Okay. But I don't like my cakes upside down, so flip it back over like this. So when you finish, this is what your cake should look like. A homemade Gingerale pound cake. This recipe right here. And the recipe, full recipe will be in the description box down below. Okay. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.